What's up, guys? How you doing? It's your boy Bitcoin Rodney coming to you guys straight from the basement. Get excited for a fun, exciting, entertaining, fun-filled hour or two of great information on how to better yourself with the new MCS. I have a very, 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 very big treat for you guys today. You're going to be very excited because things are coming straight from the horse's mouth. No pun intended. So get excited. Now, I'm not going to introduce the next guy we have on right now. I'm going to let him introduce himself, who he is, what he does, what goes on. But take notes, get excited, and I'll figure out a way to stop these damn chimes. Hold on a second. Let me stop these chimes coming in here. No. Oh, let's do it for now. So, without further ado, let me introduce yourself. Here you go.
Okay, it's focused. Looking like I needed to shave, but that's okay. Here I am. I'm in the basement at Bitcoin Rodney's house. And the reason I'm here is this seemed like the most direct modality to be able to communicate to everybody and to let there be no stone unturned in my company. My name is Steve. I'm the CEO, founder, and owner of MCS. MCS stands for Moby Com Sim. Everybody that's here or is considering to be here, you signed a value-added reseller agreement, and this agreement entitles you to a methodology to generate a lot of income. This income is based on honor, dignity, and integrity in order to market a product that's more than a sim. In fact, my glass of water. This here is a glass of water. So far, many of you have been exposed to a glass of water that's about this high. That means 2, not unlimited gigabytes of data. Now, in the modern world with Facebook and Bitcoin Rodneys and all these types of stuff, in a nutshell, 2 gigabytes goes really fast unless you hook up to Wi-Fi. And so what we're going to be moving into in a very short time frame is unlimited data. And we're actually doing it way faster than I originally set back when we launched my company in June. And we had some really exciting things happen. The main exciting thing that's happened has been explosive growth with value-added resellers. Now, in the whole process of building this, I chose very strongly to do a model that is not multi-level marketing. Now, I've had the honor to get to know a couple people associated with the DeVosses. That's the original Amway. The original Amway out of Ada, Michigan, had a fabulous vision, and yet, unfortunately, in their history, they ended up with some silly people that came in that I think they're called jokers, clowns, rats, snakes, peacocks. Those are 5 types of personalities of people that they come in into somebody else's company, and they think they rule the roost, and they're going to own everything, and they do it, and next thing you know, they lie. Wow. And they deceive. Yep. To make a sale. And that's not cool. So that's one of the reasons why I set up a program called Value Added Reseller. And I modeled it under a model of a software company that I've been involved with called Ingram Micro. Now with Ingram Micro, when you're approved, what happens is after your credentials have been set, you have a business, you have a brick and mortar location, you're in the Better Business Bureau, you get the opportunity after you're approved, you did some certifications to become what's called a value-added reseller to sell software. And what that allows you to do is, number one, you get the endorsement of the company, and you get to be able to put that on your website. Now, what does Ingram Micro have to do with MobiCom Sim, MCS? Well, it doesn't necessarily directly have anything to do with it other than the fact of the name, Value Added Reseller. And that name is set in a place that What it allows you to be able to do is resell quality software that's approved and authentic, and to use that name, Ingram Micro Authorized Reseller. And that's how I originally set up the Mobicom SIM value-added resellers. I also took the model of what's called a large account reseller, so that when they became a large account, they would get more spiffs. Now, I designed it in such a way, how I originally did it, I decided with some influence from others to make it 3 steps side by side. Let me be very clear. This is not a network marketing company. This is not a multi-level marketing company. Nobody is in anybody's group. Nobody, okay? You work side by side, your business associates. In my company, I give you the opportunity to earn a lot of money, or maybe it's just a little bit of money. Maybe all you can achieve, or all that's in your vision, is $500 a month. And that's great, do it. Maybe it's $1,000 a month. Maybe you're more ambitious and you see yourself selling 10,000 of these SIMs. Now, because of the amount of money that's in the system, what I've done is, rather than be greedy and selfish, is I've chosen to take that money and I redirect it in such a way, wow, that kind of looks like a heart, that I can teach people how to love. Now, I hope that doesn't sound too flaky. It's not flaky. It's actually a very cool concept. It's called Beloved, Let Us Love One Another. That's kind of weird, but it's actually a cool concept. Let me ask you this. Do you love your father? Do you love your mother, your brother, your sister, your spouse, your significant other, your children? Do you love them? So you see, if we love each other, and I'm not talking weird Fruit Loop stuff, I'm talking real direct principle applied to business, well, then we're not greedy. We don't steal. We don't lie. We're focused and we help people. Now, tons of you have had tons of good questions. Now, we had a meeting in Houston. Houston was a very unique meeting. A meeting like that will never happen again. I used that model in Houston to sort and to achieve some specific results. Now it's time serious for business. Now, I had to go to Southeast Asia for some very important purposes. And during that time frame, there's been a lot of questions that have risen up. Now, just a couple of days ago, a group came down from Toronto, Canada, and I met them in Buffalo. And I have no idea how many it is, probably 20 YouTubes that are all my company. It's all about my company. But it's amazing, 99% of them are not approved by me. In fact, what I'm going to do is my provisional director, this means the man right now who's worked for me for 4 years in my research and development company and another project that I have, I've appointed him as my provisional director. And that man would be Brian Thompson, who's behind me. Brian's run other projects, very successful. I can trust him. He's very smart. He's very tech savvy. He's just spot on. Myself, I'm moving into an advisor role of my company. I have one other business partner who's an advisor, and then we have a senior advisor who's very established and just a great mentor in the business end of things. What we're doing with our company is we're doing it different. The structure of the company is very simple, but yet it's brand new. Brand new, not that it's weird, but brand new in that the structure is going to be a decentralized company. This means instead of the typical corporate structure where you have the CEO, the big cheese, you got a board, okay? And then you have the vice president, the COO, the CFO, and all these cool cats, and hoity-toities. No, we're not going to have that. What we're going to have is we're going to have a provisional director, and we're going to have 10 deputy directors. And then from the 10 deputy directors, I have 5 assigned to what's called the Cato division. And Cato is a very specific acronym that can help fill in the gaps. And then we're going to have senior project managers and project managers. And on our new website, and you can see it now with our current junk website that we have. And yes, folks, it is junk. I'm sorry, but it was designed for a very simple little purpose, okay? I'll tell you about more of that in a little bit. Okay, I'm at 10 minutes. I'm going to pick it up because, you know, we have other things to go over. So anyways, the company itself is going to be structured so it can get stuff done. And in the About Us, you'll see it says, who are we? We are a robust group of entrepreneurs. And that's who we are, okay? What we are not is we're not a bunch of people that are going crazy every single thing that's going on. So to explain very simple, what I mean by that is folks have had a ton of questions and all this. Brian, our provisional director, okay, and we're going to define what that means. Basically what that means at this point in time is Brian is running MobiCom Sim. He's going to be the point person out there in the world that's going to have a lot of responsibility. And I will still be directly working with him and receiving advice from my business mentors in order to do stuff. And I'll also be in the trenches, meaning some of you, if you're doing an event, you're having a hard time selling, I very possibly might come personally with you and help you, especially if you're tied into a nonprofit or projects that flat out are just helping people. That's where my passion is. So one of the key things that's come up more recent is there's been some emails that have been out. There's been some questions. The biggest question has been, well, what about the back office? Okay, what about the back office? Okay, the back office is structured right now is that, first of all, the value-added resellers asked for some changes going to the back office. As a result of them asking changes, we did those changes and it messed everything up. And with it messing things up, what it's resulted in is now the average value-added reseller, when they sell, it doesn't instantly show it in the back office, but it is recorded on the sale, and we do an Excel spreadsheet, and the checks, every nickel is being paid proper. Currently, as you've probably seen, the back office, well, it's a little Mickey Mouse. Now, it's not going to be Mickey Mouse forever. Stay calm. Let me put both my hands up. Stay calm. Now look in the camera. Stay calm, okay? If you've seen the movie Animal House, where the guy is standing, he's going, stay calm, everybody stay calm. And then he gets run over, okay? Please, stay calm. Everybody will be paid. If we didn't pay everybody, well, then we're a scam. And I am not a scam, and we are not a scam, and we're not going to be going away. Which comes to the next funny question, because I get all types of stuff that's come my way in traveling Eastern Asia, Southeast Asia, and all these things, is, well, we're going to get in. We got to sell this stuff right now because, well, it's not going to be around. You know, this is like, you know, come now, and I don't know how they're going to do it, and they're going to make it happen, but we've got to get our money now. No. When you sell a sim, you're going to be paid $70, but you need to understand the process. And I guess if I'm a horse, and these are great big horse lips, okay, here's the process. You sell. When the customer activates the sim, 9 days after they activate it, you get paid on the 15th of the following month. Now, originally, I wasn't doing that. What I was doing is people were ordering the sim, and bam, I paid them. And then along came the deceivers. And some of them, I've allowed them to stay in my company without kicking them out. And I probably should have, every one of them, because they lied. Yep, they bought a sim, they got their money, and then they turned around and they did a chargeback on my Stripe. Yeah, that's our processing system through WooCommerce. And what happened was I ended up paying $4,800 back to people that ripped me off. Yep, I did. And after that, it was like, you know what? I can't believe these people. What's wrong with them? I mean, what's wrong with them? I'm giving them the ability to make $10, $15, $20, $100,000 a month, and they're stealing. Why are they doing this? See, as a data scientist, this makes no sense to me. As a guy that was raised by an honorable dad, why would you do this? Well, the simple fact is in a lot of MLM, that tends to happen. Are we still live?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Someone's making artifact noise. Hey, if you're making artifact noise, maybe you could mute your mic. Somebody's like, yeah. Someone sounded like you're on a. Oh, okay. We got you. Rodney got you. He got you. Yeah. Okay. So the purpose of the payment system is, first of all, I set a warranty that nobody else has, as far as I know. Okay. And I like the number 9. 9's kind of cool. Is that when that phone is activated, they have 9 days to decide if it's for them. In that 9-day time period, if they decide this is not for them, bam, money back. Okay. And it's going to be quicker than it currently is as far as how people get their money back. But right now, for a little startup in this venture, I've kept things very, very, very conservative. And a lot of it's going to be changing. The whole game's going to be changing how it's going to do. Now, there's a couple high quality people. I'm looking at a redhead right now. He's right about there. I don't know if he knows who he is. Oh yeah, he put the fingers up. There's been some really cool cats that I've met through this thing, and they've shown me a couple different options, okay? And with my years in business and R&D and different stuff that I do, I'm not the quickest cat just to jump. I like to see what's there and compare and get to know what's proper so I can build the very best. And I have designed marketing plans myself, and I've studied things, but I also study people. And what I didn't want is I didn't want a company that just completely goes out of control and people start going crazy. And sometimes some of that's happened. And but that's okay. We can dial it back in. Now, I've worked very hard since January of 2015. Okay, I've averaged from 125 to over 100, well, way too many hours per week. Okay. And so what I recently did, because my youngest son spoke to me in such a way that I heard him. See, it's one thing to hear or listen, but do you hear? Are you receiving what the person's saying? And what my youngest son said to me is, Dad, you do all these hours, but are you ever going to be a dad, or are you just going to let me grow up? And so, see, then I left. I went to Houston, did several days, Chicago, Hong Kong, did some stuff, and it resonated. And so I had to change. And amazingly, heck, I've even been losing weight, which is really cool. I have to, we all have to get things in order so we can last. So money's no good if you don't have a life to live it. And one of the most incredible gifts, you see, I don't need telecom. I don't need any of this, but you see, I believe I have a really cool gift to present and to give each one of you if you choose to jump in it. And that gift will be blessing. Blessing for your family, blessing for others. And that's kind of the long of the short of it as far as being like really deep. I wish this camera was down low, because when I look up here, I just kind of feel like a parakeet looking there. But I guess if I was experienced like Rodney, I could go like, hey guys, what's going on? And I'd have more exposure, because I'm kind of an eye-to-eye guy. So, oh, he's moving it. That is
anywhere you want to do that.
Wow.
There you go.
Wow. Love that. I am getting exposed.
Too much light?
No, that's good. But see, I'm losing the chub in the neck. That's okay. 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 So that's kind of cool. Now you can see my eyes. Yes, they're green. So, okay. Let's talk real quickly about the purchase program in the back office, just so you're all clear. Everybody with your checks, you're going to get an Excel spreadsheet. It's going to show every one that's been done in your company. It's going to show when they get activated. It's going to show the end of the 9 days, and you're clearly going to see when you get paid. In addition to that, this concept called ECISR. Now, this is huge, and a lot of people don't understand this. What the heck is that? That's the Echo Command Integrated Result Revenue. Yeah, that's the ongoing residual, and that's what's blowing people away. Like, you're crazy. How are you doing this? I mean, what's going on? Well, you get your money on your SIM, and we have multiple streams of income that will be kicking in, and you're going to get paid monthly for the next 9 years. And that's kind of cool. Now, in this initial batch, it's 9 years. Everybody's grandfathered into that. But we're going to change the game. And hopefully all of you have seen that memo. But I'm going to change the brain a little bit, because we're going to be doing it for 5 years, and we're going to do it for $600. And the reason is so people can believe, because $300 for 9 years is unbelievable, meaning the conversion ratio literally is like 1 out of 296 or 94. Most people that I personally talk to, they look like a deer in the headlights. They have no idea what I just said. I might as well said, hey, I'm from Kepler 64. I'm an alien. And, well, you know, we're all aliens because we're Homo sapiens. And there is no little green people. They're all Homo sapiens. Okay? But no, that sounds crazy. I could say anything. But the fact is if I say, hey, listen, what would you think of unlimited data, talk and text, and a robust phone? Yeah, by the way, we have our own phones now, which is pretty cool. And by the way, we're going to be making them in the United States of America, which is pretty dang cool. And we're going to have some other cool things, which, could you go out to the car and get that little bag before I forget that? Just real quick, seems like we got that. And then I'll get you on here real quick. Yeah, it's in that little bag. So, where we're going with all of that is very simple, is that some real cool stuff. Now, if you take $600 over 60 months and you amortize it out, I had many people go like, oh, but this isn't a deal. This is not a deal. This is like, this is $10 a month. Well, why would we use you? Why would we use you? Oh, let me show you something. It's kind of cool. Oh, that was a wallet anyway.
Baby, why is so much space right here?
Has anybody seen one of these? Have you seen one of these? Ooh, now this one happens to be a Bank of America. Okay. But imagine something like this that says Mobicom SIM, ECISR. Wow. And for using our service, you get paid $18 a month. What? Yeah. So that $10 a month, guess what? You just made a few bucks. And your $10 got paid. But you're going to come to our little financial training and you're going to learn to be smart. That means you're going to pay off your card. And you're going to put your fuel on it. You're going to buy your groceries. You're going to go to Costco. You're going to get kickback. You're going to get a rebate. And then suddenly, wow, that's what I'm talking about. Not only are you going to be building up your credit, which is good, you're going to be making about $100 a month or 85. And your phone, how much is that going to cost you? When people get that vision, now, are they listening? Do they hear? Now, sometimes in order to listen and hear, they might have to see. And what happens when they see and they listen and they hear? Well, then they speak. Now, if you really want to have just a crazy effect, now here it comes. This is almost what's called an idiom. Just do this. Go, shh. Now, don't tell anybody. Shh. Don't tell anybody. We have these really cool phones that you can drop it in a fish tank. Oh, yeah. And watch your video and eat dinner and impress the girls or your wife or your kids. And pull it out of the fish tank. And the front of it's Lexan and the back's Kevlar. And it has the best warranty in the industry. 2 years. Who has a 2-year warranty? And we have a $500 phone, it's better than an iPhone. And we got $300 phones and a $200 and a $100. Merry Christmas. From a young Santa Claus. I'm one of many. Okay. Actually, my dad's the real Santa Claus. And trust me on that. My dad's a good guy. So, then, we mixed in a couple other things. I'm not going to confuse you all with that, but I'm here to tell you what's going to happen at that price point. We are going to tie stuff together, okay? Now, at this point in time, there's only one channel that I authorize, me, the owner. There's only one channel that I authorize on the internet, and that's this channel right here, this channel, done by Bitcoin Rodney. If anything is to be authorized, it's going to be on the internet, Bitcoin Rodney and my Cato task force. Now, Cato, what does Cato stand for? Ooh, look at that. Wow. You ever hear of Cato? Oh, yeah. A little bit of Seattle. Ooh, Cato. Cato. Yeah, Cato hung out with the Green Hornet. Don't mess with Cato, okay? No, seriously. The Cato group is a name that I've used in different projects, but Cato is to make sure stuff is done right, so we're in compliance. Now, listen, there's a lot of creativity that's out there, but the stuff that's out there, it's gone crazy. There's people making up stuff and doing stuff and things like this. We just got to draw it in for our own credibility to preserve the opportunity. Would you like to sell 100,000 Sims? If you sell 100,000 Sims, you're going to make $7 million. Yeah, $7 million. When we hit a certain volume, which another portion of my company very rapidly already has commercially, okay, I have a commercial side to my company that is not Mobicom Sim. Okay, that's going to allow the ECISR monthly income to kick in very healthy. Now, this is the first month that people are going to receive, actually last month was, and now this month, a 91-cent ECISR bonus, and that's based on volume. And what I'm currently doing is when you have 10 ECISRs, well, then you get paid on it. I think it's an accumulative of like $9.11 or something of that nature, okay? And that's just because 91 here, 91, it takes time. All these things take time and money. Now, I've kept my startup fees, I'm very frugal, okay? Nobody sees a big building right now. I would be a complete fool to go spend $15, $20, $30,000 on a big, beautiful glass building. Maybe we could put blue lights on the top since I like blue. I also like black, like Darth Vader, and red, you know? Who knows? And so, ooh, we can have a building. We will have a building, or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 in multiple countries. We're starting in the United States. We're going to migrate up to Canada. We're going over to Japan. We're going to England. We're going to South Korea, Taiwan, other places. But right now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's focus on the United States of America. Because I tell you, people's money is getting trashed by silly geese. That's a nice way to say it. And what we're going to be able to do to each of our customers is we're going to be able to help them save money. And hopefully they become good, frugal studies of their money, and we can help teach them how to save 20% of what they earn. Most people, if they lost their jobs, they have nothing. They don't have savings. And just the savings alone, that's something that kind of excites me about all this. Now, the $600 for 5 years, unlimited talk, data, and texting, it becomes believable. Now, would you rather sell 1,000 at $300 for 9 years? Or would you rather sell 100,000 or 200,000? Or if you're a real sharp salesman, like the redheaded guy I saw here, and a couple of you, 3, 4, 500,000. How many million Americans is there? There's a lot. It's over 300 million Americans. And as many of you know, we have other modalities that are tied into this, and those are fantastic. Now, I'm going to show you guys a couple things, because another portion that we have is we have cutting edge technologies that nobody else has. And that's an area that I'm into. I personally am a research and development guy, okay? I also am a business guy. That's what I do. But what I'm doing is I'm delegating the control of my company to a director, to a provisional director. That's Brian Thompson. He's worked with me very close for 4 years. He knows how I tick and how I wire. And he's going to work with all of you guys. Again, if you've put out there YouTubes and things of this nature, hey, it's not a reprimand. It's just we have to closely evaluate and line upon line and precept upon precept, make sure the stuff is good in the hood. And if it's not, we'll work with you and get it adjusted. But you're going to have to, on those videos, you're going to have a stamp that it's approved on every video, or we're going to take it down. And if people don't get it, they will be terminated or suspended. That means if you have revenues coming in, it'll go to one of many nonprofits, and it'll benefit people. So, okay, Ryan's going to come up and talk a little bit. He's not as serious as me. I do have a couple cool things I'm going to show you that we're going to have our own branding on that are absolutely phenomenal. So, one is this very cool little device, a surprise. Okay. This is a translator. Now, that's kind of cool. I like the angel wings on it. That's really cool. So now, instead of being reliant on your phone, because everybody wants to do everything with their phone, you have an actual device. Yep. And you can select, I think it's 104 languages and different dialects, and you can communicate, which, if you're a good American, you honor other people of all religions, faiths, and persuasions. And sometimes, well, you might have somebody from some strange country, and wouldn't it be nice to say, hello, how are you? Or may I help you? Yeah, because we love each other. Why not? Emergency workers, on and on and on and on. Things like this is cream of the crop, top of the line. This is one of the models that we're going to do in all things. We're not into sleazy, cheesy deals. Like, for example, your local phone stores. I laugh when I see the little rings that you put on your finger to hold your phone. They sell them for $12.99. Well, I know which district in Shenzhen you can get them for 6 cents a piece. Yeah. Now, hey, yeah, it's entrepreneur, but serious, $12.99 or 17 bucks. Come on, that's silly. Okay. This little deal here, if you're into fishing and hunting, like a lot of my brothers from another mother, well, lo and behold, you got a little tiny phone. Hey, you go fish, you go hunt, you hang out camping, okay? You don't want to take your smartphone. No big deal. You pop your little baby in here, and Merry Christmas, you stick it in your pocket, and you can do it. Or maybe you're a grandpa or a great-grandpa, or you're somebody like my awesome dad, that this is probably all my awesome dad will ever want. Push a couple buttons, and Merry Christmas, you're in. And guess what? If you drop it in the drink, dang, there's 12 bucks down the drain. Rats. You might want to scoop it out with a fishnet or try to get it, because there's a little sim in there that you want. But if you can't get it, well, it just so happens our company for 30 bucks will give you a new sim and the same number. That's pretty cool. So I love feeling like Santa Claus. Okay, then we have a unique deal that blows away Apple Watch. Yeah, those silly geese. They like to put little chips in the stuff. And ooh, that's really cool. But this little guy right here, I don't know if you can see all that. This has way more features than an Apple Watch, and it cost 1/3 as much. More features, 1/3 as much, and it links into all of our stuff. By the way, our phones officially will be Dimora phones. Dimora stands for quality, integrity. D-I-M-O-R-A, Dimora phones. And our second batch, we're going to be manufacturing them in the United States of America. USA. I kind of like USA. How about you guys? I don't know. I'm a grown-up Eagle Scout. And I'm kind of a little patriotic. That means all ages, all races, all religions, all of them. I really like Americans. No matter who you are, where you've been, what you've done, you're an American. And that's pretty cool. This little guy is really cool. And it's a USB speaker. Yeah, you can go get the other ones, but I'm telling you, I've looked at all the other ones that are out there, and we will have the best of the best of the best of the best. And what excites me is take your little sweetie, or take your hubby, or take your kids into the park, pull this out of your little picnic, and or just set it up and dance with your kids, or just go listen to music. And that's pretty cool. In fact, watch now. Ooh, wow. It's even magical. So, but no, quality items like this. And this isn't to do little trinkets. And no, this whole project isn't a loss leader so we can sell trinkets, but we are bringing unique things that nobody else has at a fair price. And this is the start of where we're going. If I went into more, well, then you'd maybe get all confused. So now this is one of my favorites. The original prototype, myself and one of my business partners, we helped develop it. And what these are, now there's some cheap knockoffs, but not these ones, okay? These little guys, ooh, look at that. These little guys, well, they go in your ear, and you can be like an alien. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And if you see the little deal there, ooh, this will allow you to hear music. This will allow you to do Siri. This will allow all types of advanced features that you can actually activate devices with this little gizmo. And when the American public in Canada, in Japan, and what have you finds out about these, and by the way, we're going to be the exclusive ones with the most advanced ones that there is, they're going to go off the chain. Now, your existing phone, yes, this baby happens to link to it. More specifically, it'll link to our phones. And that's pretty cool. So you see the glass, which many of you were very concerned about. Oh, it only has 2 gigabytes. How are we going to do anything? It's only 2 gigabytes. Boo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Well, I tried to say to people, my gosh, go get a hotspot. It's only 20 bucks a month. Fill it up. Use the technology. But what can I do? I'm a data scientist. You know, people won't listen to logic. And then I try idioms and metaphors to get their attention, and nobody can understand what I'm saying. They think, oh my gosh, he's a little whatever. Now all of a sudden I'm saying, hey, it's all the way full, and guess what? We got some really cool stuff, and we're going to have our own phones with a warranty nobody has. And in a short time frame, it looks like in Buffalo, New York, we're going to manufacture American phones. And I might as well let this cat out of the bag. We're going to have the first 3D phones. Yep, that means it's a smartphone, 2D. You push a magic button and it's 3D. And they're off the chain. Who has that? Oh yeah, by the way, do you remember how much it cost? Wow. Yep, and then you get a little card, and if you're frugal and you do your groceries and you do your gas and things of this nature, guess what? I think we have something that nobody else has and everybody would kind of like. Okay, so I only went 40 minutes. That was fun. This is my company. I have good people. This guy behind me, come here. This is Brian. You see, he gussied up for this event. I'm sorry I didn't shave. I'm actually kind of embarrassed. I meant to shave, but that's okay. He's our provisional director. What does provisional director mean? It means he's worked with me for 4 years, and I trust him with everything. And he's going to run my company, this portion of it, okay? And it means all the deputy directors, they're going to help him. Yep. And all the senior project managers, they're going to help him. And the project managers, they're going to help him. Actually, you're going to help each other. And we're going to come in to the chain. And any media, it's going to go through this channel right here. In any media, it's going to be approved through this modality. And that's how we're going to play. And it's going to be a good play. And we're going to go forward in one army. And you all, if you choose to, are going to do very, very well. Or minimum, you're going to have a cool phone. And I'm also going to have a 9-hour training that people are going to pass with 80%. You pass the training, you're going to be able to get modules. Now, to let you know, I've heard the needs, okay? My existing website is garbage. I know this. It wasn't set up. It was set up to be a lost lead, okay? A new website's coming. We've had some delays, but they've been good delays that have strengthened us. The back office, it's going to get better. We're actually going to have a forum that's going to look very similar, if you know what Bitcoin is, to the Bitcoin forum, but it's going to have different areas that you'll be able to see the current memos and things of this nature. And it's going to be very proactive. There's going to be videos. There's a lot of real cool things that are in the works. And I'm really excited because a couple real high quality people are sending me stuff, and we're going to put this together in such a way that you guys are going to have something absolutely phenomenal. And that's kind of it. The glass is full, guys. And where we're going with all this is really cool. So the question is, what are you going to do with it? What do you want to do with it? What do you want to achieve? The first thing you need to not do is just go, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, is focus. Right now, there's 23,000 of these SIMs that can be sold before December 1st. They're $300. You get 9 years of service, okay? Anybody that comes in, they will be honored at 9 years. That's it. They will be for 9 years. After that, it's going to change up. Now, if you have an old one, you're going to get a new one, a new SIM. It's no big deal. We're just going to mail it to you. And we'll get that part figured out. If it takes you 2 weeks to get it, no big deal. You'll get it, okay? And we're growing. You know, there's some other really big picture stuff. I'd love to tell you about it, but frankly, it would just sound really weird because I'm a data scientist. I'll start talking about corn growing in the field and how frequency works. And then you'll go, ooh, data science, yeah, we don't need that. So we need calm and steady. So with that, I'd like to introduce you to Calm and Steady, and you'll see quickly why I've chosen Brian as my provisional director of my company. Let me first get my little earpiece. I dropped on the ground. And I hope you all have an incredible evening. I'm excited to see what Rodney has to say, because I think it's kind of cool how he does all this. He goes, yo, man. I mean, the brother has this stuff down. Me, I forgot to shave. Okay, take care. And if you didn't know, and if you haven't heard this, I'm going to say it, is learn to love one another. When we love, we listen, we overlook, we value, and we encourage, no matter what. And this is true. You apply this to your life, you apply this to others, your business, and no BS. You're going to go to the stars. To heck with the moon. The moon's pretty. We're going to go to the stars. And that's not a hype talk. This is real. And I guess that's about it. So here's Brian. Oh, Rodney's. We got to have Bitcoin Rodney in.
Man, that was great, man. Thanks a lot for that. That was great.
Thank
Awesome.
you for my first video conference.
You're the first guy I ever sat down in my chair. What's up, guys? Man, get super excited, man. I know you guys got to be in your chairs right now, jumping for joy about what you guys just heard, what's coming, what's exciting. And this is a real deal, real company. We got a real guy running it. Steve, my main man, Brian back here. All I want to do is let you guys know right now that Brian's going to come here and go through A through Z with you guys, lay down the laws of certain things. He'll be reading some of the questions over here on the side. He may answer some of those questions. He may not. Just let him know. Guys, get excited, man. This is right now is monumental. There's no other program in the telecom industry, none like this at all. Get excited. I'm gonna let Brian come up and do his thing. Be sure to ask your questions on the side. Peace. And make sure you mute yourselves. Some of you guys just coming in, please mute your mics. Thank you. Brian, come on over here, bro.
You're the third man. Just sit in this chair.
There you go.
All right. Hopefully the glare isn't too much for you guys. I've been appointed the provisional director, and I'm looking forward to working with a lot of you guys. Things hammered out. We're going to move the people here that are just kind of too loud here. So, see myself. So. Yeah, right there. Okay. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I was getting feedback. So one of the main reasons that I wanted to talk to you guys about is I have heard your concerns. I've been out there in the field with you guys. A lot of you have been in your groups. I've been on your calls. I've talked to you personally. I have people that, you know, they have concerns, and I get it. I want to say if I was in your shoes, I would have concerns too, especially talking about the back end. One of the things that we did, and Steve kind of mentioned about this, is that, there we go. Whoa, it just got really bright here.
Talking good.
But as Steve said, we capitulated to some of the requests of the resellers. On the back end, it used to show the order number and then the sale that you got. So we had contacted the developer of the software, said we would like to pay you to make some changes. He came up with the update for us, and then we implemented that on October 12th. And as you guys know, it didn't work out so well. It ruined the integer update on the commissions where it shows sales and also the pending. It broke that link between the two. So we tried to comply with requests, and it didn't work out very well. Anyhow, that's kind of where we're at right now. We do have multiple people that work full-time that are tracking all of the sales, the activation dates, and the payments of the commission. So that's what Steve was talking about, that you guys will be getting paid out. When you get your check, you'll get a copy of all that stuff. So we want you to know, I understand your concerns and the instant gratification of seeing those sale numbers, and I wish I had an easy fix for you right now. Right now we don't, but we are tracking it for you. I will see if there is any way prior to the new websites and updates of getting you guys maybe some information in real time or quicker, but you know, we also have to remember information safety and other protocols that we need to have in place to protect data. So one of the big questions that I've been getting is the SIM cards. A lot of people are thinking about buying a bunch of SIM cards prior to December 1 and then selling them for double the price after, December 1 and after. We're going to have to go ahead and say that we are going to track the numbers of when they're sold, and we will confirm and verify what the customers are paying. We do not want to have any customers kind of not ripped off, but we want to make sure that everybody's playing fairly. I know it would be a great way for you guys to double your money right off the bat and make about $370 in commission if you did that. And we just don't think it's fair across the board. We want everybody to have the same opportunity and to be focused on the sales.
If you do that, you're terminated. Please don't do that. With no mercy, you will be terminated. Thank you.
Pretty much. Do you want me to talk about, or they save that for later?
Yeah, see that.
Okay. Now, those were some of the bigger updates. You guys already know about the payment plan coming out. It is going to be the 185 down, and then it will be you'll get paid 25 commission up front, and then it's going to be $3 of commission a month until they finish that out. So that's kind of another question that was out there. So
the purpose is to drive more sales.
Yeah.
To have them responsible.
All right. So, okay, we're going to, Rodney, do you want to facilitate some questions here?
Let me get my quick.
Yeah.
I start from the top.
Here, I'll let you sit here.
Okay.
Probably easier for you.
What's up, guys? I'm back. I'm going to go through some of these questions. What's the turnaround on getting approved to be a VAR? Normally, it's about 24 to 48 hours, depending on making sure that they put the correct information inside the application, meaning they're back in front of their ID, if they have their resume and their bio put in there properly, if they made all the paper, that sort.
To answer that, Currently, we have Candy Schindel is processing VAR applications, and she spends 9 minutes on the telephone, but she has to go through all the data, and she has to make sure it's all correct. Now, the cost of the value-added reseller come December 1st, it's going to go up. It's going to go up to $491. In another venue, we're also going to be doing franchises. Now, $249 is a rope joke. It's actually a goat rope joke for how much it costs to get in this. But with my lost leader and finding good people, I made it very affordable because I was looking for good people. But what I didn't want is I didn't want a welfare mentality where everybody and their monkey just jumps in because they feel like that's what they want to do. So I am raising the ante a little bit. And that money is actually used for web maintenance and all the things that have to do. And if you amortize out $249 over 9 years, what people paid for, well, it really was poor business. But I did it as a lost leader to find good people. And I believe each and every one of you is a really good person. If you're not, this is the first time I'm going to say it. If you're not a good person, get the hell out of my company, please. Leave. I don't want you. If you're a good person, stay. If you're a bad person, get out. I'll save you the time. Hope that's not too mean, is it?
Hey, straight from the man's mouth right there.
All right, let's look at some of these questions here.
Okay. They want to know where will there be a credit check for the payment plan starting at December for the 185 down? I don't think so.
No. You pay and you're good in the hood.
You don't pay your bill, turn the phone off, right?
Yep.
There you go. You turn, they want to know, says 10 days ago he has heard nothing. Hey, Vincent Thompson, get with your upline or get back with me, and I make a phone call to see why it's taking 10 days. I'm sure there's something he missed or did not do on his application, the reason why it took 10 days for him to become a VAR.
Can I step in?
Sure.
Now, we just found a violation by Bitcoin Rodney. Bitcoin Rodney had a violation, but that's okay. We're all going to learn. There is no upline or downline in my company in any way, shape, or form.
My bad.
He's bad. Okay, we are side by side. I'm not a big cat, and he ain't no big cat. We side by side. You understand? And actually, all of us are side by side in the project together, working together. So get together with your associate who got you in the program that you're working side by side with. Change the way you speak and the way you think, and we will destroy every MLM company that ever thought about existing. And we don't have to cross all those little reindeer game hoops. And the Joker, clown, rat, snake, peacock mentality way of thinking, you'll change the way you think, and you'll become wealthy. Ooh, that's heavy.
My bad, guys. I made an error. Please forgive me. Okay, they want to know what kind of backlash will MCS get, based upon what we're about to do. I mean, will you get sued? What you doing?
Ooh, a backlash. Ooh, let me tell you about the backlash. You all see this bird right here? Ooh, that's the bird of peace. Yep, it is. Because the backlash is the big telecom companies that are involved with us in business, there ain't no backlash because we're going to make them wealthy. Yep. There's no backlash, guys. Yes. We listed our MVNO, one of them that we use, because, there are some people that got their panties in a bunch. Okay. So we listed Eco Mobile. No problem. We're in process of finalizing that deal. And that's going to put us in a position to be involved with every telecom company. Ooh, that's really cool. See, in the Demora phones, there's 2 SIM cards. Yep, that means you're actually going to get 2 SIM cards. So when you're in certain areas that ain't working, guess what? Your phone's going to work. There's some kung fu coming that you don't know. But don't worry about that. It's Mobicom SIM. That's the name of our venue, okay? Right now, it's Mobicom SIM by Eco Mobile. But very soon, you're going to see some really cool changes, but it doesn't matter. Put the dang thing in your phone and use it and save money. That's what matters.
There you go. All right. You heard it from the big man's Not for himself. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm losing this. So
You're losing that. You look good. You look good.
Come in.
You look good. You look good. All right. Okay. One of the questions was before, I think that people were asking is, how is it that we're being able to get that 91 cents up to $70 per month later on when there is no money coming in? They want to know how that's possible.
Okay, but there is money coming in,
Mm-hmm.
and there's money coming in because of the amount of volume that's come in. And what I factored was when I had 1,000 SIMs, I could pay 91 cents. That's the factor that I used. And right now, the value-added resellers have done, is it 1,400 or 1,500?
We're at 2,000.
Oh, we're at 2,000. Nice. So so comfortably we can do 91 cents in our ECISR. Now the actual physical number is when we are at 152,000, we're comfortably going to be able to do $35 per month ECISR. When we're at 226,000, we're going to be able to do $54 per month. When we're at 324,000 total sales, it'll be $70. That's pretty cool. That means month after month after month after month. But the way that all of that substructure works, that's called proprietary. And we're not going to be letting it out how exactly we do it. If you want your money, shut up and take it and use it and cash it. And let's let the monkeys scratch their heads and go, how are they doing this? I don't understand. I wouldn't be a businessman if I told you exactly how I'm doing it now, would I? Okay, I'll give you one hot tip. It's really crazy. 9 out of 10 men are looking at porn. Yeah, and that's how the big telecoms are making their money. 7 out of 10 women are looking at porn. And that's how the big telecoms are making their money. Yep, but we ain't going to make our money that way. We're going to make our money doing good stuff that's tied into ad revenues. That's not involved with pornography. That's pretty cool. There's a lot to telecom you don't understand. And then you mix it in with data and the distribution of data and how the money goes back and forth. We're just being real wise. That's what we're doing. And that's it.
Pretty exciting. I don't know about the porn part. I would never watch porn. Just kidding. I don't watch porn. Okay.
Let's make people feel uncomfortable.
Do we know what gigabyte the data will throttle at 4G speeds? All wireless carriers currently deprioritize from 25 to 50 gigabytes. So, meaning that it's going to go down, or is it truly unlimited, or what?
Okay. First of all, if they tell you that, they're lying. Yeah. Lying. They're lying. 15 gigabytes, they dial it down. 22 gigabytes, they take you down. Some little areas, they'll put out little pods when their monkeys are doing the test, but then they dial it down. Does that answer the question?
Yeah, pretty much. Okay. Brett, after installing the SIM card in one phone, when I get a new phone, will customer service be able to, I guess, provision the IP address to the new phone when I change phones?
Well, that's an interesting question.
That is a technical, weird question.
Yeah, it is.
So,
Next question. No. Like, what's that?
Right.
When a chicken crows, does it lift its left leg? I don't know. Let's go watch the chicken. I mean, serious?
okay.
I mean,
focus.
let's get all confused about
Focus.
this.
No, okay.
No, serious. Why
Well,
is this
there's-
even important? Is somebody crazy?
Because, well, he's basically asking the question, if which is the SIM cards from one phone to another, is it basically going to function? And he's thinking about his IP address, which is probably going to be tied to his local router and Wi-Fi. So that's going to depend on your connection, not your phone itself or the phone that you're, the SIM card, because it could change from what your connection.
All a SIM card is an MDN number. It's a designator, okay? And if you put it in a new phone, it's going to have a different IP, okay? But your data, that all goes to a cloud in different modalities. and it's going to work. This makes no sense to me. This question, I'm sorry, all questions are good questions, but this makes no sense. So,
okay.
Sorry, I hope I didn't offend you too bad.
Okay, this is a very good question. What about, can there be any marketing material added to the back office that's in Spanish?
Absolutely. And if you're a Spanish-speaking person, because here's the thing, some people get all worked up about people that aren't citizens. I'm totally for everybody that's in our country, and Spanish, citizen or non-citizen or what have you. But yes, this is a very weak area that we need to step into. That's probably 25% of this nation, and that's huge. And if you're Spanish speaking, you're fluent. I know we have a couple long-term folks that are, but if you have ideas, suggestions, you want to help translate, you want to help the team, help us. Contact Brian, contact our staff, and let's get it up to speed. As soon as we get enough demand of Spanish-speaking people, I'll bring people on staff to be able to hablas español, me llamo Esteban. You know what I'm saying? But my Spanish is like a preschooler or less. Okay?
Okay, when will Wi-Fi calling be available?
That's a good question. It should be here December 1st. I was told it would be here by September 30th, and it's not here. I keep asking and I keep getting told, well, you know. That will be very nice when it's here, because a lot of people, they get one or two signals, but if they could hook up with Wi-Fi, that would be good in the hood. I know with one of our contracts that we're in process, that my senior advisor is negotiating. I'm pretty solid that the Wi-Fi calling is part of that package. It's kind of silly to not have it as part of the package.
So will the MCS SIM card throttle after, are deprioritized or go down, or what?
We just kind of addressed that.
That's Steve asking a question.
Yeah, basically, right for now, I would just assume that if you're using 60 to 70 gigabytes, you can assume that you might be prioritized, but there's no throttling. And prioritize means that if you're on a node that is overloaded, you will not be top priority, is what basically that means. It means that you stand the chance of being deprioritized on that certain tower or node.
Will the SIM card ever be compatible with CDMA phones?
Well, we can get, if things keep going like they are, I will be able to get CDMA SIM cards, but CDMA is bogus. However, Verizon, who primarily uses CDMA, because of their low band, in some areas they actually have superior towers, and like Wisconsin, Idaho, a couple places, CDMA might be the type for you. But see, what's cool about our phones, the Demora phones, is we have 2 SIM slots. So yes, you'll be able to have CDMA in one and GSM in the other. And if it doesn't work, you simply go to your phone, you select over, and it'll pick up the other SIM, which is totally cool. Now I saw a note here about the Demora phones. Can we actually purchase Demora phones?
December 1st.
No, you will not. There's just not enough volume yet to fulfill the orders. I believe there's a 500,000 order for Mexico, some things that have to be fulfilled. But January, February, yes, we'll be able to. We will have exact date, and that's going to be really cool. At this stage in game, I'm recommending people just keep it simple and stick to the Moto 6. If you try putting this thing in your BYOD, bring your own device. There's a lot of Mickey Mouse around. If you can, just get that Moto 6. It's under $200. You put the SIM in it, you activate your Amazon or put your Amazon in there, and you're good in the hood, and you got a phone, and you're able to go forward. Okay?
All right, got it. I'm not using my Android phones, and it worked just fine.
Okay.
So, I mean, I had the Note 8 to Note 7 to Note 9, and it worked just fine. Somebody said, can somebody take the SIM card out of their Moto 6 phone, whatever, and put it in the iPhone?
Yes. Yeah, if it makes them feel better, sure.
Just know there's a lot more complexities with the iPhones, the Apple ID, and the telephone number tied to the Apple IDs, and it can cause some weird issues that you need to be aware of. Not the SIM card, but just Apple in general and how they operate and take over the number.
Okay, now I see a note from Steve Masonheimer. T-Mobile deprioritized at 50 gigabytes, AT&T 20. What does that mean, Steve? I have no idea what that means. Verizon is the best in Idaho. I know this because of the CDMA, but the MCS card is working better and outperforming, and that's because the LTE 4G, when it connects, yeah, it's actually better, but the Verizon works in the outskirts. That's what I'm aware of in northern Idaho.
Steve, go ahead. I mean,
Mr. Masonheimer, hello, hello, hello.
there you go.
Yeah, I didn't know if you wanted me to actually talk, but I was just letting you know, like the current carriers right now. So like with my contract with T-Mobile, it's in their contract that at 50 gig of data, T-Mobile reserves the right to deprioritize your service. It just depends on the bandwidth on that tower. You could potentially, I have customers that are using 400 gig of data and not getting deprioritized, but that's how the current cellular carriers work. It's just if you're on a heavy load tower at 50 gigs, they reserve the right to deprioritize, which is slow you down to 3G, 2G.
Correct. And then because of the position that we've moved in by assuming an 11-year-old MVNO, which is almost done, it puts us in a position of firepower because we're also coming into the game with 3.4 million accounts, which there's some other really cool stuff that's in process that gives us firepower. So we're no longer just 1,200 or 2,000 or something like this. We're changing the game as far as our firepower and what we're going to be able to do in the bigger picture. So
When will we be in Canada or in other countries, or what are you working on right now to push this out? Because a lot of other countries.
Canada is definitely in the scope. I just in Buffalo, New York, I met with our top Canadian people. I don't know if any of them are on here. This was Laura Coombs, Gersh, Rob. We had Tasman Hassan, a couple other fabulous folks up in Canada. They came down. They met with me in Buffalo with a couple Americans, and it's definitely in the grid work. Now, anybody that's a Canadian, hey, Canadian business people, get your stuff going in America, because Rogers and the stuff up there, I absolutely want to get Canada in the game, and as soon as possible, England and Japan. Even though Japan's a different game, we definitely want to do that. So, let me see this here. Someone just had a message. What was that? I'm still confused as to when the data slows down, how much usage. Okay. Instead of sitting here and beating a dead horse, it's this. The more data you use, first of all, when you walk into a T-Mobile or Verizon store, are they going to sit there and play 20 questions about their data? No, they're not. They're going to sell you a damn plan, and you're going to walk out there, and you're going to be happy, and you're going to do your Facebook and all this, okay? I am not a one-stop shop or a three-stop shop or a little sandwich shop where we're going to, sit here and play all these games. And this gets into some of the MLM stuff, but what we can do is we can take questions like this and put it in a good, strong FAQ. So what you need to do is, first of all, most of you, I think, do not have a good, solid email to be able to send stuff to. And Brian, why don't you give them an email?
For these types of questions?
Yeah, so you can pounce on this. What email do you want to use?
How about if we set up a specific one for this, and then we'll get it out to all of them?
Okay,
right now,
so we'll do that. Now understand, I'm not pouncing on you in regard to this. I'm still confused as to when the data slows down and how much usage, but I'm telling you, with this, it's like, okay, I hear what your cats are saying, but I go into the T-Mobile store and I watch. I go into Verizon and I watch. I go into AT&T. And I never see people walking in there and say, yeah, now tell me about blah, 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 blah. And how do I know you're going to be around, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I don't know. These damn companies all got stocks. And they're owned by stockholders. How are they going to be around? Are you joking me? Are they debt-free? Our company's completely debt-free. I'm financially light years ahead of every telecom company in the free world. I'm light years ahead of them. But how do you know we're going to be around? Well, I don't know. Maybe a meteor is going to hit us. I mean, I don't know. You tell me. But seriously, please, if you're confused, Rodney or Brian, they're going to get an email out to you. Let's get all this stuff listed. Let's have a good professional FAQ to where it's listed out like a matrix, and we'll do this in our forum. We'll do this so people can see it, so all your answers get answered, and everybody can step up and literally be professional. Okay, but don't get over inundated by all the little details. It's real simple. We got a cool phone. Pretty soon you're going to say, yeah, we're the guys that have the only American-made phone. It has a 2-year warranty. Nobody has that. And we're offering this great program that you're going to save hundreds of dollars for 5 years, and you get a card. And dang, you're going to make money. And boom, 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 boom. Sorry, Rodney, for taking your seat.
No problem, man. Get it out. Get it out.
I got to let it all out.
Get it out. Get it out. Hey, so when someone asks, who is your carrier, what is the correct response?
Who's our carrier?
If it asks.
Well, if it makes you feel better, really soon you're going to be able to say all of them.
There you go.
Right now, if you really want to feel good about yourself, say Eco Mobile, if that makes you feel good. Or if you really want to feel good, I mean, it depends how you want to feel good. Just say, well, does it matter? The phone works. It works really good.
Yeah, it does work really good.
Does it matter? I mean, dang, I pay this money and I get my phone, or, Eco Mobile, or, soon it'll be all of them, or is it Demora, MCS, or I mean, is it going to matter? Well, I tell you what, it's not going to matter. Well, I'm not going to tell you the big picture because it'll freak you out. So anyways.
Okay, I'm scared to ask this question, but Bruce Duncan, I want everybody to know Bruce Duncan asked this question. He says, where is the proof of stability? What is the actual coverage area in the USA? Is there a map of coverage?
Ooh, the proof of stability.
That's the guy right there with the glasses on.
The proof of stability. Hold on. Hang on. Where'd my phone go? Hang on.
Ryan, I don't know what Steve's gonna do next. Blow my computer up.
Oh, did it go?
No.
My phone is working. Can I call you up? I will prove that it's stable. Do you have a phone? Is it working?
Yeah.
What's the proof of stability? I don't know. Can you hear me?
All right.
What's the proof of stability? Oh, I got to see this. You know what? I would love to go with you to T-Mobile, Verizon, AT&T, and Sprint and have you ask the same damn question. And I'm going to laugh. But I love you. Please don't be offended. And if you're offended,
okay,
quit.
It's getting
No,
real.
I'm joking.
It's getting real over here, bro.
No, I'm totally
It's getting real in the
joking.
basement. It's getting real in the basement, bro.
Yeah.
It's getting real in the basement. It gets real over here, baby.
No, I'm totally joking a little bit. Okay, but seriously, the proof of stability, okay. Think about it. We use cell phone towers. Are those towers falling over? No. We have servers. We have switches. We have firewall. We got router. Okay. I explained to you how that is right now. The one we use, 1 of 7, is Eco Mobile. Hello. Very soon, we're going to use 4 major companies. They're all stable. They're not going away. But see, the problem is you guys are bunny hopping in to something that you don't understand. Here's what you need to understand. Sell a SIM, sell a phone, make money, help people. Try it. If you like it, put the money in your bank. If you don't want the money in your bank, give it to one of the nonprofits I like. I'll help people with it.
Bitcoin Rodney needs it all the time.
Yeah, he needs it all the time.
Yeah. Big question. The biggest question out here tonight is any future gadgets to deliver internet?
Any future gadgets to deliver internet? What does that mean?
Is there a question?
We're not going to step into that question at this time.
We're not going to step into this question at this time. I just showed you guys a whole bunch of gadgets. In fact, I'm thinking that you guys would like a 5 petabyte box at your house.
No, we weren't going to do this.
That's okay. a 5 petabyte box at your house. Oh, wait a second. I'm not going to tell you about that right now. It's about, 5 petabytes. Yeah. And you'll keep 40 terabytes. 40 terabytes will be yours. And all the rest of it, you're going to be a data storage. And you're going to be linked to a mesh. And on your ECISR Visa card, you're going to get paid monthly. Wow. Now, that's a cool gadget, but don't
tell nobody.
Don't tell anybody.
Don't tell nobody.
But gadgets, we don't have no gadgets. Now, what are you talking about?
Plenty of gadgets.
Plenty of gadgets.
So when would these gadgets be mass marketed on the website? In February, March?
I'm kind of really shooting for Valentine's Day because I really like to love people. In fact, I'm thinking about planting a kiss right here on Rodney's.
Oh, no.
Gee, I don't think Rodney has ever been kissed on live camera in front of everybody, and I'm willing to do it because I love. No, don't get me wrong. Okay.
What you talking about, Willis?
I've been on camera before. Does anybody has seen it?
Okay. So, anyways.
Not by a man either. Not by a man.
Yeah. So anyway, seriously,
next question.
we're going to have a lot of very cool things, and that's part of one of the deals that we're going to do. And those aren't little gizmos and gadgets to supersede what we're going to do. It's stuff that's going to add to what we have. And each one of those is going to be high priority and high quality. It's going to be the best of the best.
Is the 300 deal good in the UK? I don't think so. No, not yet.
No.
No real roadmap. This is what people do. Imagine having a carrier covered on thing. I say the best, Okay, where's the list of the 92 countries you can call?
That is on the main website.
Main website, guys.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Can we call Wi-Fi? Guys, when you're out of the country, all you gotta do is use the same exact stuff you've been using. Signal, WhatsApp, Telegram. When you're overseas, I can pay that 30 cents a minute, but I choose to use the free stuff like Signal and Telegram, WhatsApp, WeChat to call back to the U.S. when I'm overseas. That way I won't incur such a very, very big bill. And no, you cannot call back to the United States using this SIM card unless you're on one of those Wi-Fi or free calling apps, okay? Take it from someone who has been contact the stores. Caller ID says a woman's name. On my caller ID, it says a woman's name. Why is that?
If that's the issue, we just need to do a support ticket for you, and our tier 3 server technicians will fix that.
All right, got it. All right, somebody says I want to meet Steve in person.
No, you don't.
Because I had to meet Steve in person. He likes you. They love
Who
Steve.
likes me? Do I finally have a friend?
Yeah, this guy named where'd he go? Wendell. Where'd Wendell go?
That's the one that's texting us.
Yeah.
Oh, he was texting us.
Wendell Osborne. I have to meet Steve in person.
Yeah, I'm kind of a silly cat. I might like sing a song.
Oh yeah, you damn sure will.
Oh yeah, I'll sing a song.
You damn sure will. Oh, and by the way, yeah. So the marketing stuff will be available soon. That's one of the things that they're working on. A lot of you guys, make sure if you're brought in by your associate, that you give it to them and get into our one Facebook group to see if we can educate you on all the things that's going on, all the new updates, everything that's hot, everything that's not, so that you can keep abreast of what's going on. Remember, this is still in the beginnings, and we're still growing as a team, as a company. And so if you cannot grow with the growing pains, you may want to just wait and get in later on when everything is smooth, or you can get in right now and, bust out through the seams with the growing pains and then get to make money at the same time. So that's what's going on right now. There are some challenges, but nothing that's going to keep you from earning any money or the business even growing. Okay? Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, cool. All right. Bingo, they have no idea. Steve keeping it real. Todd said, Steve keeping it real. What? Don't even know what that means. Holy crap. Waiting to be the tester. A lot of you guys are pretty excited about what's going on. I mean, for the most of it, you guys are excited about all the new stuff that's happening. That the service really, really does work. I mean, I have the service. I use it. I mean, it works fine for me. Works fine for Brian. Works fine for Steve. And majority of the people on this actual Zoom have the service as well, and it works fine. Yeah, I mean, I don't have all the educated answers that you guys are looking for, but we know enough to sell a damn, SIM card for 9 years. That's good enough. All right. So I think we got it all down packed, most of it. Can the 300 be paid? No, the 300 cannot be paid in installments.
Put it on a credit card. We can pay them in installments.
There you go. Put it on a credit card. You pay them in installments. Oh, somebody wanted to know if there would be a family plan for the 600.
Family plan for the 600.
The family plan.
That's a good question.
Yeah, because everybody can't really afford to pay. You do that 3-4 phones, pay $600 per phone, and still get the service and so on, so on, so on. Or and if they pay $600 or they finance it, they still get the card.
What'd you say? Yeah.
During the 600.
We said $18 per month.
Yeah. Well, a family plan. I don't know what could get more family plan than $185 down.
Per
And
phone.
and then $42.95 for 18 months, and then take your card and then buy your family's gas, because most families have gas. Okay. If you got a family, well, then you're going to go to Costco. Hopefully you do, so you're a good steward of your money. And get like an extra fridge or freezer, and then get bags. Pre-make your meals. Save. Don't eat too much pasta like I did, because I work 20 hours a week and then eat like a wolf. Okay. Portion your meals. And then that kickback on all of that, by the time you do the math, and we're going to have some nice little flow charts that are going to be really cool, but family plan, man, the ultimate family plan is you're going to use all this, you're going to get it on the card, you're going to get the kickbacks, and I'm pretty sure most of your phones, don't go telling anybody, are going to be basically about less than $277 a month, or $300 for 9 years, which is crazy. And that's going to drive, well, it's going to throw us through the roof, which is pretty cool.
So when the debit cards, when do they receive this in December, January, February, when they start receiving these cards? Do you know? That could be the next question.
March 30th.
March 30th is when you guys are around about time start receiving those.
Correct. And retroactive, what I'm going to do is set the date from February 14th. Valentine's Day. That's right, Valentine's Day. And if you don't have a sweetheart or a sweetie in your life, then send your mom or your dad or your cat or your neighbor a Valentine's Day card.
Will we be able to add other money to that card?
Absolutely.
Okay, great. And I heard you say something about this card helping somebody with their credit.
Yes.
Credit. So you mean tell me that this card will be able to help someone else with their credit score?
Yes.
Wow.
Because you're establishing credit, because most Americans are in debt or they have crappy credit because they had to go bankrupt, like my family did years ago because of medical bills. Ooh. Yeah. Guess what? Once upon a time, I didn't have money. Yeah. Yeah.
Charles, wake up.
I was just gonna say.
Charles, wake your ass up, man. You're in there sleep. Look at him passing out. I see your ass, man. Wake up. You're over there passing out, slobbering down the side of his mouth and everything. Look at him.
Look at what he said.
He was like, remove that glare. He said, 1 second.
He said, grow some hair, Brian, so you move that glare.
Oh, yeah. You glare on your forehead. That's right. Okay. Can we get,
Is that Charles from Houston?
yeah, that's Charles from Houston,
Hey,
yeah.
Charles.
Let me unmute him.
Charles?
He's waving.
Number 9, what's going on?
Yeah, I guess that's me. Some call me number 9. I see that little sweetie next to you. That's pretty cool, man. So
Yeah, this is little mom. She's on her phone. First she said she didn't want to be seen, but she's been taking in everything tonight. I got a
that's what I'm talking.
little sales in the making.
Cool.
Yes, the Mora phones are waterproof. Mark,
Not all of them, just the premium ones.
the premium ones are waterproof.
Yeah.
Is it MasterCard or Visa?
It's going to be a Visa.
Visa, guys, Visa.
Yeah.
All right. We got a lot of great information. Oh, what about the porting fees? Is that going to go down, go up? Or?
No, the porting fees are set there for a reason. And, I ran into some folks that go, well, the porting fees, that's not what they cost, blah, 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 blah. Then look at the statistics. And that's when 1 out of 11, my guys end up spending 3 hours and 15 minutes going back and forth and doing stuff and everything else. And currently, right now, I have a very minimal fee that's charged. That's $9.11 for shipping. No, the shipping doesn't cost $9.11. You see it's $2.30 or something like that, but a little tiny portion goes to debt-free, paying the salary of my people that are going above and beyond doing the activations. There's nobody in this industry that does what I do in the activations of BYODs, okay? Nobody. And we're taking it above and beyond and going the extra mile. And I'm literally doing this all debt-free, and we will continue. So is the question, how many VARs is there?
Yeah, will there be?
Okay, well, if the VARs go out of control, everybody snap your finger. Like that, I will shut the entire program down. Okay, I will. Game over. If they can follow the rules, I will help them become 100,000-aires, millionaires, and possibly billionaires. I will. And so will others. So how many VARs will there be? Originally, I wanted 300. Just like this cat name. Well, I won't tell you his name. It might freak you out, but he took a bunch of people down by a river, a bunch of soldiers, and he had them take some water. And those that went like that, well, those that kept their eyes open, or some of them didn't even go down by the river. They just kind of watched what was going on. He took those 300 cats, and those were the ones that they went and wiped out a city. They're called warriors. So I'm looking for 300 real good, solid people. And what's happened is we have several hundred now, but I'm also looking at the fact of training folks. Now, I'm very actively, actually, there was a group down in Texas. I've gotten some cool pictures. They've had some meetings of 80-some people, and I'm seeing all these people excited about an opportunity to earn money, and moms, and you name it. And I'm looking at this and I'm going, you know what? If this cannot be an MLM, and if this can turn into some really cool stuff, if we can keep it regulated and controlled, why not? Let's just make this be what all of us dreamed once upon a time certain things could be. But we got to control it. The VARs, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see how we do with 3,000, maybe 2,000. We'll see. Maybe we'll come to a certain point that we'll say, okay, enough's enough. It's actually up to Brian right now. So I would encourage you to be nice to Brian and do a good job and comply to Rodney. You want your stuff online? You're going to send it to Rodney. And the Cato team, now keep in mind, they move their hands really fast. Oh, yeah. And they're, yeah, they juke and all this stuff. And then Cato is going to go over all that stuff. And we're going to make sure we have the most effective media, that we're one army doing the mission at hand.
So,
Oh, we love you, Brian. Love you too, Rodney. Nobody loves me. Great.
Everybody loves Steve.
Great. Nobody loves me.
hey, Mark.
Hey, at least my cat loves me.
There you go.
Okay.
Great, Brian.
Mark, so it looks like you ended up with a number from that was sent back to the number pool. And we have had, I think, 2 situations now with you that this has occurred with an individual getting a new number. And basically, we can get that taken care of for you. We don't need you getting collect calls or spam calls. We'll get that resolved for you. We just need to get it over to Tier 3 and get them to switch that out for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, somebody said Dimora Phone's website. Now, it's DIMORA phones. Okay. Now, here's what I'm going to list. I'm going to issue a mandate. Nobody in my company is to bother Mr. Dimora or his many admin assistants. Any product of Dimora, you will contact Brian. That's who you contact. You do not contact my senior business associate. He's in process of downsizing his life and reducing his hours and actually spending time with his wife. His wife will not be happy if you start contacting him. If you make a wife unhappy, I guarantee you it ain't going to go well for you. Okay? So very, very seriously, that's where it's at. I'm blessed, and you all are blessed to have Sir Alfred Dimora, a Knight of Malta, helping and being behind all of us. Okay? You look at Demora Motor Car, and I guarantee you that's only 1% of what this man's achieved. And we all are blessed, and we'll be wise to follow his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding and how we do stuff. Okay? And I'll just leave it there. So please don't abuse that. Feel free to look at it. Don't go off the chain. The only thing that you should, well, that's funny. Woo-hoo!
Oh my goodness. Hey guys, be careful with your cameras. Things you're doing in the camera, you gotta be very careful what you're doing in the cameras, man. That's crazy. Be careful what you're doing in the camera, man. This is being recorded too, by the way. Anyway.
We might have to go back and edit that. That's some funny stuff, but hey.
Steve's cat is amazing.
Oh, okay. But no, seriously, we all are blessed, okay, to actually have a Naida Malta as our senior advisor, okay? And it's important we comply. It's important we not look stupid out there, okay? And I'm not scolding the people with the videos. I'm just saying, listen, we got to draw this back, okay? And many of you have some fabulous videos. I respect the creativity, but like I say, Rodney, Brian, you know, the Cato team's going to go through it. And if it's not approved, you know, it's going to come down. And you might just have to tweak a couple things, okay? So wonderful. Anyways.
Brian, we got to do, we got to put up a list of what people can and cannot say, so you know what they can put up, because nobody knows what they can and cannot say now. There's no good direction. Yeah. But if there's a list of what you can and cannot say, then it'll save us both a lot of time and issues.
All right, we'll get that together.
All right, cool. Okay, all minds approved. Just got here 2 questions. When is the fee going up? December 1st, and can I still become an affiliate? Hurry up, yes you can. And Greg saying answer your question. And Steve says he wants some of our orange juice.
What's that?
Steve mentioned after he wants some of my orange juice. He wants to know what's inside of our orange juice we're drinking.
Oh,
Steve.
That's called like the juice of love. Yeah, it has like 9 parts to it. It's called love, joy, kindness, gentleness, faithfulness. I mean, man, it has some good mojo in it. Some good mojo. It's called like the juice of life. Wow. Now that's deep.
Okay, what I'm gonna do right now, guys, is I think we've answered a lot of your questions. I'm gonna let a few of you guys, maybe, you know, say how you feel about what you've heard out loud. What you think about the new opportunity? You think about Brian? What you think about, you know, Steve and his beard or my beard or whatever? And, you know, go from there. So I'm gonna Sal Khan, you there? Unmute yourself. Sal, yeah. So tell us, what do you think so far over this last hour and a half? What do you think about what you've heard so far?
No, first of all, I appreciate you, Rodney, being a leader amongst leaders, because we have leaders on this call right now, and you're leading the pack. Appreciate Steve. Steve, we definitely love you. Don't feel left out. Your cat is not the only one that feels the same way. And Brian, I think all of us, and excuse this, Steve, but all of us cherish everything that you've done. Touched all of us at some point, whether activating the sim or in the group and whatnot. But what we have here is something so solid, so amazing that I actually came back from Thailand to promote this in South Florida. So I'm really excited about not only what we had. I was a bit disheartened when I heard the price was going to increase double, essentially, on December 1st. But with the new card system and people actually now being able to make money along the way, it's even better. It's even better. So that $10 a month over 5 years now becomes not only paid by the $18 a month that they would get on the card, but also they're in profit. So I'm looking forward to taking this to the next level. I appreciate you guys having these updates. I'm looking forward to the next one. I appreciate you, Brian, Steve, and Rod.
Thank you very much, Sal Khan, leader amongst leaders, my good partner from Thailand and everywhere else, South Florida.
I set up Sal's phone.
Yeah, Sal's one of my guys. He's a great guy. He's an associate of mine.
One last thing. How would I, because I do have a physical office here, is there any way where I could sell the SIM here where a customer could come in, get the SIM, activate, and walk out as an MCS customer? How would I do that?
Yes, yes, absolutely. Now, one of the things we're going to be doing rapidly in the next couple of weeks is we're going to have a training criteria. So the rules of the treehouse. So when you play in the treehouse, you got to know how to play in the treehouse. So it's real simple. So there's no mistakes that are made, and it's just going to be real straightforward. And absolutely, I've already given SIMs to people, but we have some stringent requirements. And most all these people are people that we've personally known. Obviously, Rodney vouches for you. You know, we're going to get this dialed in. I mean, in real short order, at $6 a SIM, that's what I charge. You can have an unactivated SIM. And then when it gets activated, you can go in, you can log it in, and boom, 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 bam. And then our whole activation system is going to be more fast-paced. And providing it's a phone with the right band, the right frequencies, then you're going to be able to rock and roll. If you have a phone that's not, well, then it's a rope joke. You got to have a right phone that works. And that's why I like that Moto 6, is because it's plug and play. You enter your Amazon, and you're good to go.
Appreciate it. I'll stay in contact with Rodney about that.
You betcha.
Hey guys, one thing I think I spoke to Steve and Brian about in the near future, and they both can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm only wrong once, twice a year, so it could be one of those times. That I think they're putting together a deal where we'll be able to have kiosk in malls sooner or later. Am I correct?
Yes, except the kiosk opportunity, we're looking at $49,000 to $79,000 as a franchise fee.
Okay.
But we're looking at setting that up. And the other unique thing is I'm all about folks that maybe you're struggling a little bit. So because of some leverage that I have in business and some other things that I do, we may very well be able to make a situation where people can step into those and make it happen. Because I'm all about doing it right and doing it with honor and dignity and integrity and the whole franchise situation. Some of them, frankly, are pretty sleazeball. They're not interested in your success. I'm interested in your success because you become an extension of us. And those opportunities, some people might, who knows, as you grow, you get profitable, you might get 1 or 2 or 3. I tell you what, you'll make more than you would having a Subway sandwich, and some of them do pretty good each year.
All right, guys, that's pretty exciting, man. I mean, these guys are really trying to make it possible for you guys and for us to become successful at a system that is really, truly the most easiest program I've seen online. And you guys know I've seen a lot. So this is very simple, and everyone has 1 to 5 or 6 phones. So if we can conquer that market, if when we conquer that market, you will see your pockets look like the mumps, and your kids will have a better Christmas, and you can pay your bills. Exciting. Guys, I'm not going to ask you guys any more stuff because we've been on 1 hour and 43 minutes. Unless you have something important you want to say right now, say it now or forever. Hold your peace.
How do you get an application to get started?
Who said that? Lawson Graves? Lawson, who is the associate that referred you to this video?
I spoke with him, but it seems like I still am not able to get an application to apply started. And I'm super excited. I'm in New York. I'm ready to rock and roll.
Is that guy named Billy?
No, my name is Keith.
Another guy, oh, Keith. Said Lawson Graves.
No, can you hear me?
Oh, okay, you're over there.
No, well, this is David Boston. Somehow I got Lawson's link, but that's my good friend Keith Jones out of New York. We're under not under Lawson, working with Lawson, and it's just getting the applications filed for us to become VARs has been a slow process, and we just want to expedite it. That's all.
Okay.
So Keith is working with me, and I'm working with Lawson, and Lawson working with whoever, but it's
I can take care of that. I'm in Jersey.
We want to move real quick.
Yep.
All right, Tommy, get with me in the morning, and I'll get that on top of that right away.
All right.
How soon before we get into Jamaica?
Jamaica? When you go to Jamaica? They don't have an idea when Jamaica's coming. Jamaica's coming soon, I guess.
Jamaica, there's interesting issues in Jamaica, but it is within our scope. I would say within 18 months.
Within 18 months.
Hey, Rodney,
Yeah.
it's DJ, man. I just want to say thank you.
Oh, man, appreciate you, man. We all love you. Appreciate it, man, your hard work.
And thank you, Brian, and thank you, Steve.
All right. And, hey, come on. Thanks for coming on, bro. I saw you out there. I see you. Lawrence, Steve, Rosita, Vincent. Guys, I'm going to let you guys go.
One quick question.
Go ahead.
Guam. Are you guys in Guam? currently?
No, we're not in Guam currently. Right now, we're just basically in the U.S. And a lot of this stuff is coming within the next 10 to 18 months.
We are in Puerto Rico, but Guam was more of a challenge. So Puerto
Okay.
Rico, that territory. I was just in Guam a couple weeks ago. There's challenges there. It has to do with technology. And the whole Southeast Asia spectrum, there will be a time for that. But right now, we got to focus on USA. And I hope soon to be stepping up into Canada and a couple other things. But there's so much opportunity right here, right now. Just staying calm and steady, we're all going to do real well. So that's it.
Appreciate that.
Aloha, Rodney, Brian, and Steve. Aloha, it's Nick in Honolulu.
Just want to say hi real quick. This is Brandon V out of Canada here. I gotta say, we're New Vaz here. And I gotta say, I'm jacked out of my head from what I heard today because I wasn't sure. I was reading the information, understanding it, just really getting on board with what you guys were talking about, but just sitting here patiently, just listening to everything you're saying. First of all, your passion is something that really comes through. And the way that you guys are looking to change the game for everybody is, you know, I just commend you. And I want to thank you because you're putting an opportunity in our hands for everybody to win. So it's truly a win-win situation for everybody all around the world. So I want to thank you for doing that, for stepping up, taking a stand. And also I want to thank you for giving us the opportunity because I can't wait for this to get to Canada, but we're going to start rocking the US. And thank you for getting me jacked out of my mind because it's game on now.
All right, Brandon, thank you a lot. We thank you, Steve. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, the world. Thank you.
Yeah, aloha, brothers. Hey, it's Nick in Honolulu. Hey, great meeting you guys in Houston. Just a question real quick on the Wi-Fi. I know you can use apps and so forth, but if we were, say, in the Philippines and we're on Wi-Fi, we could still use that phone to call over here, or is that just a no-go?
On the Wi-Fi calling, we would have to test that. There
Okay.
should possibly work.
Yeah.
We still use all the other VoIP style apps for.
Got it. No promises. Got it.
One of the things you can do if you want to be an innovator is get a hotspot. Get a hotspot for where you're going. Everybody, so you can use the CDMA hotspot, and then you link your phone to the hotspot, and you're good in the hood.
Love it.
You understand what I'm saying? So find out in the Philippines what type of hotspots. Now I know like Mindanao is a great place to get all cut up with knives. Okay, it's in fact it's a great place to die. Okay, some alleys are. I'm not joking yet. Okay, but Manila and other areas, they have established little hotspots where you can get that baby. You take your phone, you link to it, and then use WhatsApp,
Telegram,
not Snapchat, Telegram, Signal, WeChat, and then you can use those. And then have your friends pre-set up in your hotspot. You then can email them, boom, and then get them on, and you can talk to them, and that's pretty cool. Now, you will kind of break up because the artifact in them isn't as clear as direct, but we're working on some really cool stuff that I'm holding back. I really want to tell you that is going to blow your pickle, but what I don't want to do, blow your pickle, is a pickle is like right here, okay? Y'all got pickle right here. Okay? But what I don't want to do is I don't want to give you stuff and not be able to deliver. What I'd like to do is under promise and over deliver to the stars.
Yeah.
That's what I'm aiming for. Okay?
No cart before the horse. Roger that. Appreciate it.
One last question. This lady's been asking questions for a long time. She wants to know, do you have a PowerPoint presentation of this so they can do presentations for big groups and stuff?
Pardon me?
They want to know, do you have a PowerPoint presentation or you did say one day we're going to be a video that does most of the work for us coming soon.
And I have a guy on board that's worked with me for 4 years, and that's called Brian Thompson, okay? And he's worked in multiple industries from research and development to some of the other very creative stuff that I do. And he understands me and the bigger picture of my responsibilities. My responsibilities have now toned down. I'm a dad again. And we're going to be able to do things like this. Now we have some really great people on the team that are highly capable that are going to be able to help out with those PowerPoints. And I will, in all ways, shape, or form, bring in the best of the best and the cream of the crop. In fact, that's I'm surprised Brian's not stupid. I'm kind of glad he's not, but he's really a cream of the crop kid, and that's why I've made him the provisional director of what's going to be a multi-billion-dollar company. And I'm not joking about that. Okay?
That's with a B, by the way.
That's with the B. That's Bitcoin.
Bitcoin, right?
Anybody hear Bitcoin? Anybody ever hear of Bitcoin? Wow.
I got a question since you mentioned Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin Manta here. And I want to know, would you guys be open to pay our commissions in Bitcoin?
Oh.
That was my first question. My first met him in Houston.
That's an SEC nightmare.
But I have a hot tip that I'm not going to release. Yes.
Coming soon.
Hey, Rodney. As soon as you do, I got 15.
Ron, can you hear me?
Part of my personal team in Bitcoin currently.
Hey, Rodney.
They just want to know where they can spend their Bitcoin. And I know they'll love to spend their Bitcoin here.
Not yet, but real soon, guys. Not yet, but real soon. Just hold tight.
Hey, Rodney, quick question, Rodney. Quick question.
Okay, DJ.
Hey, Steve, you mentioned that the company is going to be $1 billion company. Will we be able to possibly get shares of the company?
Good question.
That's a good question. Now the shares that you're getting.
Kind of like Amazon. You know, Amazon is $1 trillion company, right?
Yeah,
Maybe, you know.
I got a news flash for you. In fact, if you know him, you can tell him what I told him to his face. Jeff Bezos. Ooh, should I say this? No. I won't say it.
No.
No.
Ooh, I'd be controversial. Woo. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah. We got to put this on the internet.
Right.
We can't get sued. He's a nice man. Okay.
Love
Your
it.
shares are going to be the money that you earn. Your money that you earn, you are going to be wise with it. First thing you're going to do is you're going to pay your damn taxes. Whoops, I said damn. You're going to pay your taxes, okay? Very, very important. Our flag is red, white, and blue, okay? And you go selling 100,000 SIM cards, you're going to be making $7 million. That means you got a big tax bill and you need to pay it. But we have really good people that are going to help you properly pay it. Okay? But that money that you keep, ooh, that's the best type of share that there is because it's your family's money and you're fulfilling the first responsibility of any man and woman. That's to be debt-free and owe no man nothing and give from your heart when you're able to. That's the best type of share there is. That's called eliminating poverty mentality and not being a slave. If you think you're going to earn money and be a billionaire from the stock market, you're a slave. Don't be a slave. Be a king. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And that's what I do is I help change the way people think with truth. Now, you may not understand that. That's okay. I'm definitely out of the box. In fact, I should be greedy, and maybe you should only get a $15 a month commission. No, a one-time $15 commission for selling these SIMs. And I think I should keep all the money every single month. It's all mine. It's all mine. It's all mine. Yep, it's all mine. In fact, heck, I live in upstate New York. I could have an overcoat. I could get a hunch on my back, and I could become Ebenezer Scrooge. That'd be really cool. No. How about I help you do exactly what I just told you, which is so much better than stocks.
There you go.
Sounds good, man. Sounds good.
Hey guys, how do we get more involved in the expansion? We're from Canada and we have a big team here, and we'd like to know more updates on your expansion to Canada, for example. And we want to, get ready for that. How do we get more involved in that?
The Canada expansion?
Okay, here's the official word.
Yeah, how do we get more involved? We have a big team here.
Okay, here's the official word on Canada. We are not in Canada. We're in the United States. we will be in Canada. Take that out of your mind, because if it happens on Valentine's Day, March, Easter, or my birthday in July, then it happens. I am aggressively working on it. Now, I only said that is so you could expand your mind. The mind's like a parachute. If it don't open, it don't work, and it really hurts when you hit the ground. In fact, tonight, I had a chance to talk to an old friend. In fact, he's on this call somewhere. In fact, I got a text from him. It's kind of cool.
I saw that too.
Oh, you saw that? Yeah, it's some pretty cool stuff that's going on. We're talking some love.
Yeah.
I think Peter was actually asking, how do we get more involved with the expansion into Canada?
Okay, the nanosecond that Canada is going to happen, all of you will know 2 weeks in advance. And I will help you to swoop Canada from A to Z. Absolutely swoop it. Okay? Canada is cool. USA, cool. Mexico, if you want to get killed, go to Mexico. There's like 17 cartels roaming around, and they look for guys with money, and they'll kill you.
Don't point at me.
Yeah, okay, well, whatever. Whoever has money, okay?
But they buy SIM cards.
Yeah, but they do buy SIM cards.
That's
In fact, yeah, we got a bunch of people, someone else has a bunch of phones going. So anyways, yes, the nanosecond we know about Canada, you guys will know 2 weeks in advance. We're working on it. Right now, you got the biggest market in the world. Okay?
All right, guys. Thank you all for coming by and checking this out. I'll put this in the YouTube form, and this will be the only video that should be going out that is legal to go out, because we had the prioritaries on this line. I have it by tomorrow morning. I will put it inside of my Facebook group, so those who are already VARs will have this recording within the next couple hours.
Do we have to censor this? I mean, is there anything crazy that we said to get us in trouble?
I want to make something clear. Don't mix this project with any other projects I've run, okay? Some of you have already begun to do that.
That's
What
right.
does that mean? Come and explain it.
That means if you were a part of another project that I ran for Steve, don't get it confused with this. Do not think it is a part of this. This is Mobicom SIM, and this is a company that sells SIM cards
And phones.
and phones
And
in the
electronic
United
accessories.
States. Yep, and electronic accessories. So there's other things that Steve and I have done in the past 4 years. Do not get it confused.
That's good. That's why he's the provisional director. Isn't he a cool cat?
Hey, Rodney.
Yeah, who's that?
Will that scene that y'all saw, will that be edited out, or was that available all over the place? You remember?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
We could probably edit that.
Yeah, I'll try to edit that part out.
We will edit it, or we'll put a blank on it. No big deal.
Yeah, we'll do something. I'll do something first.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
All right.
I should be a VAR just for that.
I actually know I should charge you for that, but let me know.
No, I should charge you.
It was rated G for real, man. It wasn't bad. It was rated G. You know,
It was.
Trust me, I learned about Skype and the little camera once when well, we didn't do the rabbit, but my wife had
Okay.
the rest. It was pretty
No
funny.
problem. Thanks, guys.
Hey, Steve.
It's some funny stuff. But
Yeah.
hey, it's part of life.
got you, bro. See, now I got to go through this whole damn video and find out one little piece and edit that shit out.
I
Got you.
don't think we all saw it, Rodney. I don't think, unless it was on the top of the screen, most people didn't see it.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't that. It was just distracting him as he was talking. Now I was watching and I was like, is that real? You know, like, it's all good.
Steve, David.
One more thing for Steve. Can Steve show us another magic trick with them fast hands you got, man? I know you got one more you can show us, man, with how fast you did that.
Let's see here. I don't know if you call this hand. If you look closely at your hand, everybody has these like really cool pressure points in your hands. You see, I already gave away the pressure point, but you see if you push a hand together, ooh, ow!
Whoa!
It's amazing. Oh!
Oh my God!
Wow! So, I've taken this ball, actually several of them, all over the world, and it's kind of fun to make kids smile. So, anyways.
Hey, Steve, you could turn You can turn a zero bank account into $1 million.
Actually, let me tell you something. We started, now don't tell anybody, I'm kind of crazy, okay? We took a quarter, a 1967 quarter, that's when my wife and I were born, and we held each of us, our hands, and we said, oh Lord, take this, bless it and multiply it, 10,000 upon 10,000 upon 10,000 times. And we've done this a few times.
Exciting.
And guess what? We believed, and it works.
Someone says, I want that translator.
You want that translator. Well, guess what? You're going to be able to have that translator, but it's going to have a very cool emblem on it. Yep, and it's going to have our company name on it. And it's going to represent quality, integrity, personal responsibility, and daily effort. It's going to represent a lot of stuff. And that's pretty cool. That translator is going to build the bridge between a lot of people and a whole bunch of other stuff we got that's off the chain. Okie dokie. Nice talking to all of you.
All right, guys, we out. See you next time. Peace.